Welcome everybody. I think everybody's here by now.
Okay.
Just explaining what we're going to be doing, but just to summarize very briefly, today we're going to be playing a game developed by the gaming team of Eutropian. And we create these kind of specialized interactive games to help various stakeholders involved in different projects understand different viewpoints, understand how different groups interact, understand how they look at their city and the happenings in their city, how they use space, what the co-creation models are, etc. So we found these games to be very useful in helping different stakeholders, like I said, understand different perspectives. And so today, this is going to be a role-playing game. What this means is everybody will be taking on a different role. So choose wisely because you will have to be that role. And our colleagues, Jorge Mosquera, who is in where are you, man? He's in Italy, but I forget which city. Genoa.
Genoa.
Yes, Genoa. And Giovanni, who's in Rome. They're the ones who developed this game, and they will guide us through the whole process now, hopefully. Jorge just sent us a link, and we will click on that when he gives us the go. But briefly, I think he's going to explain to us what's happening. Yes, Jorge, the floor is yours.
Okay. Thank you, Yilmaz. Thank you, Yilmaz. So yeah, as my colleague was briefly saying, the game deals with cooperation and with getting to know all the interests of all the different actors, different profiles of people playing this urban regeneration process. We'll see later on Miro. The game has been inspired, of course, by some of the projects we have been following together with Eutropian, and some of them you also already know from the last meeting, I heard. So hopefully you will also enjoy to think about how these activities could be then related to your specific context in the city of Bucharest. So one thing I will ask to all of you to, if you don't have it yet, but I think you should have done it already, to go and check out your Miro account. If you have a Miro account, everything is great. The link will work. If not, just set up a Miro.
Okay, so we're going over to Miro now, I guess, right? That's what you're saying. We should click on the link. No?
Yeah. I also would like to, before start playing, to see everyone with their camera on, and just a rapid introduction from all of people from Dures to really know also how to play with the characters on Miro. So Ina, I see you are already here with us. Then we'll ask where we see the other people, but tell us something about you.
Yeah, Jorge, can you tell me once again, because I was opening the part of the video and it showed me that I can see 3 minutes of video how to play it?
No, maybe because you are new on Miro, this is something from Miro, you can just skip it, right?
Ah, okay.
So Ina, what Jorge wanted was that everybody provides a brief introduction, I guess, right, Jorge? So just briefly introduce yourself.
Yeah. Well, my name is Dina. I work at the municipality of Cavaia. I'm responsible for the unit of European integration, and also part of the projects for the municipality.
Thank you.
Okay.
The Eutropian team you know pretty well. I guess Giovanni and Jorge could introduce themselves briefly.
Yes, I was doing, maybe Giovanni can this presentation from Eutropian.
Yeah, hello. First of all, Yilmaz, I moved to Milan at my place yesterday, so I'm not in Rome anymore for the Christmas break. So I usually work in the Eutropian team in the Rome side. I'm an urban planner, and with Jorge today with design, and we will moderate this session for the co-planning and design workshop. And I really hope that all of you can discuss, interact, and enjoy the session.
Thank you.
Cool. Thank you.
We're not seeing the other participants. Are you guys gonna remain unseen, hidden in the dark corners, or would you like to join us?
Hello.
Hello.
My name is Angie. I apologize firstly for my camera, but as I have expressed in other meetings, for the moment it's not working. I'm a youth worker at Ultimilier Libre di Viaggiare. I am graduate in political science and international relations. And I'm actually looking forward to this project and what we can bring.
Okay, I've been given like permission to move into Miro from the other participants. So I guess that some of them are already in the board.
Should we go on to the board now? Is that what you're suggesting, Giovanni?
I see other people's coming in actually. So
okay.
Okay, perfect. So at least there is someone. We have Eneida, Ina, and Unetim. I don't know who's this person in our conversation.
Jorge, it's me, Mira, but I wrote Mira. The name of the team. In Miro, you said?
Yes. Okay, cool.
I don't know.
Please, you and turn on your camera.
Since I am with my cell phone, I don't know if I will join properly, but maybe I will attend everything.
But can you go on Miro?
On Miro, yeah, okay.
Okay, I'm Miro now. Okay, nice. And Mira, you said you cannot turn on your camera. But can you tell us something about your organization? Tell me, okay. Sorry, because I was not here the last time.
Okay. Anyway, Ultimilier is an NGO based in Durrës, working on environmental, tourism, and cultural heritage and youths. We work in Durrës region, and not only, and we are partner in this project. I don't know if you need any more.
No, that's enough. Actually,
there are 5 years that we work with civil society.
Okay. So we have Mira, Ina, also Angie before. Okay. Who else is coming on Miro? Giovanni?
I gave the access to Florida actually, but I can't see her on the board.
Okay.
Hi everyone. Indeed, I have a problem with my PC.
Okay. Can you follow on Miro?
Yes, I will try. From my PC now because I'm on mobile phone.
Okay. No. Eneida, I see Eneida Elezi, she's also on Miro. Cool. So Loretta, we just need someone, and there's a lot of people here on Zoom. someone that dares to show his face and join us.
Yeah, also Yona.
Okay.
She will be joined.
Okay, so what we can try to do is to share the screen with you guys. So we are all on Miro, the let's say. Hopefully, also people with with their mobile phone can follow us. So, can you see my Miro board now? My computer.
Yes, looks great.
Okay. Thank you, Yilmaz. Thank you, Yilmaz. So, we'll start playing with Ina, Enshi, Mira, and Floreta. That's right. Can you tell me yes? Because I'm not following. Okay, because I'm on Miro. Great, thank you. I see
Okay,
you.
Ina, Mira, and Floreta. Okay.
Also, Yona should be in.
Okay.
Yona. Okay,
Yeah.
Yona. I haven't seen her.
Okay.
Yona. Okay, so so I see people moving. So the first step of this game consists of select a character from the stakeholders circle at the top of the board. Can you mute Floreta? Okay, great. So if you go here at the top of the board, there's the word stakeholders with some cards at the down of it. So with the board, which is very intuitive, or you just need to click the V on your keyboard, V, and then you can move the cards. You see, I'm moving now Augusto. And here for each character, you have a brief description. So August is a male guy, which is 56 years old, is an urban planning professor at university. His students are doing projects on the improvement of public space and of the neighborhood. He thought in England for 10 years, where he was very involved in participatory planning. So this is like a very important stakeholder, which is a professor of urban planning at the university of our city. And you have other cards here. Bruno, retired policeman. You have Andre, 43-year-old guy, which runs activities in the neighborhood. So I will give you now to all of you players just shortly a minute to have a look at all these card text and pick one. So Ina, Angie, Mira, and Floreta, please have a look at these cards and then choose a character that you think you will be able, that is not so close to your profile actually, but you will be also enjoy to perform. Is as Yilmaz said, it's a role game, so you will be playing with your character. So we'll just give you some time. Giovanni, you want to add something?
Yeah, just choose one character and move it in one of the 5 seats, as you can see in the board. So we can actually understand who is playing and where is playing that character in. So we can give you 1 or 2 minutes to choose wisely, and then we can start doing the design phase of the game. Is everything clear?
Should we also take part in this too? What do you guys think? Are there enough players?
Well, actually,
no, there's one spot if you want, Yilmaz.
Okay, I would like to take part in it. How do I select the card again? I'm sorry. I know
just
we went over this.
select on the card. It becomes brighter, and then you can drag and drop.
Ah, okay, I gotcha.
Yes, but for now you can
I'll wait.
Yes, for now just select a card and then you will move it in the next round. Now just select a card and you can read us your profile.
Yeah. Okay.
So I saw also Daniela join us.
Hi.
Thank you, Dani. So we are now already on Zoom. Sorry, on Miro. We are of course on Zoom. Miro, and now the players are looking at all of the cards here in the stakeholders area, and they will select one character. And they will play.
Just one quick thing, we are using the top board because we prepared 2 boards in case of more participants, but we are using the top one, right? Okay.
Yes.
Okay, good. So everyone knows.
Let's use the top one.
Yep.
I see Eneida, and Eneida is actually a mirror, but she's not playing. She wrote us some nice comments. Would you like to join also the game, Eneida? I don't know.
All boards.
I don't see you. Maybe she has a problem with her. Okay. So I think we can start now with the presentations. Who moved Bruno? Yilmaz, are you Bruno?
Yes, I want to be Bruno. I identify with him. I feel a closeness and affinity to him. I understand his struggles.
Okay, so please move your card to the P1 area. P1.
Okay, done. I'm there.
Okay, great. So tell us something about you, Bruno.
Well, I'm a retired police officer. I spend my time playing pool. I live in this neighborhood, but I feel like there's not enough activity. And the biggest problem is my son. He can't get a job, and I don't know what to do. But I think that locally, maybe the local businesses here can connect with him. He's a nice boy. He's a bright boy. And I think he could be of use to the community here.
Okay, okay, nice. Thank you, Bruno.
I jump in because I see Ina that is moving the car. Just try to move it close to one of the seat player, P2, P3, P4, or P5.
Yes, you can bring your car next to the P2, for example, in the P2 area, and tell us something about your character. Ina, is everything all right with your card? I don't see that.
Well, since I'm using my hand and not the mouse because I'm with my laptop and I don't have the mouse, and I find a little difficult to stretch it to the P2, but in hold I'm trying. You said that I should put at P2, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know.
What happened?
Move in my. I lost it.
I lost your card. Sorry.
In my, I don't know. It's something in my file. Use link object. Use the routes and lines to connect item on the board, or just drag it. Okay. I'm trying to find the mouse. Meanwhile, just a second.
Okay, Ina. But which was your card? Because now I see different things
maybe
here.
I should let another one.
What happened here? What is this?
So I think I pulled it.
Okay, yeah. Okay, great. Thank you. Wow, Patrice. So tell us something about you, Patrice. So Ina, you choose Patrice. What is your profile?
Feel free to add additional stuff that you feel more comfortable with.
Can you read us your profile, Ina, and
okay,
say your character?
A woman, 52 years old. She manages a family-run construction company that built many buildings in the neighborhood in the 90s. Today, she is interested in developing new business opportunities in the area and is open to reasonable experiments. This is Patrice. So, what to do with the profile with Patrice? It means that I will be Patrice, or I will find something.
No, it means that
Welcome,
you are
Patrice.
Patrice.
That sounds amazing.
From now on, you are Patrice.
Okay.
You will act as Patrice in this game.
Okay, that's good. I hope when I'll be like Patrice, as 52 years old, I'll be a successful woman like her.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
What about Floreta? Did you choose your character yet?
No, indeed, no, I have not chosen. I don't know.
Loretta, but did you have a look at the cards?
Yes, yes, I'm looking the cards now.
The top one, Floreta, where stakeholders is written. You can choose one of those cards and move them. I would say on player number 3.
Okay. But I can, yes, but
Just drag it and leave it close to the P3.
Stakeholders. Okay, now what shall I do?
Just select it. It will be more brighter, and you can drag and drop down on player number 3.
I'm not so good, sorry, in these things.
I can move it for you if you want.
Okay, you can.
Yeah. Who do you want to be? Who do you want to be in this role?
I'm afraid I missed something. I have to choose one of these. Juan, Daniel, what?
Yeah, just select one character and you will play the game by being.
Okay. Daniel, no, August. I choose August.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I select it and I will.
Yeah. I selected too. Okay.
And then you can drag and drop down above player number 3.
Okay, I'm doing it for you, okay?
Okay. Sorry,
Okay, here you are. So, Floretta,
yeah.
Can you read the August card and tell us about August?
Yes. Wait.
Please.
It disappeared. No.
Now it's down on the P3.
Sorry,
Floreta, te potresti do klikosh atë kartën edhe lexoje.
Ku po tresh? Shoh fara si gjë, në fakt, më thënë drejtën. Po marr vesh fare çfarë është kjo, po hajt më.
Okay. Është një rreth poshtë që është tek stakeholder sipër, është po treshi poshtë.
Po pra ke stakeholders janë, po, dakord, po tresh, po.
Aty ke kartën që lexoja.
Okay, I found it.
We can learn it better.
I found it, August.
Thank you, Ina.
6 years old. Urban planning professor at university. His students are doing projects on the improvement of public space of the neighborhood. He taught in England for 10 years, where he was very involved in participatory planning.
Cool. Do you like this profile? Is it close to you?
Okay, as long as it is participatory, it means that it does consist with the involvement of public in the planning process. So
sure.
Yes, I think it's okay.
This you like this. You will feel very close to this guy, I think.
Yes.
Okay. Who else was playing here? Enshi Lipa. I think she said she could join. through her mobile and.
What about Elezi?
Yeah, look, I apologize, but I still cannot join this. I don't know why. And I'm having connecting issues from time to time. So maybe I will just follow you here and understand how this function.
Who's speaking? Sorry, because
Angie, it's Angie.
Angie. Ah, okay, okay. Ah, okay. So, Ina, Mira, you want to play with us? Okay, are you Miro also?
Yeah, I'm in Miro also. I should choose another card to put it in P4 or P5 maybe?
Yeah, next time P4, of course. Or you can just tell us your character if you province. You can just tell us who you want to be.
Well, just to see because it's small here and I can't open it.
Maybe also David, if he wants to join, he's free to join, eh, David?
Okay.
One additional player.
And do you want me to join?
Yeah, you can pick player number 4.
No, sorry. The P5 now is P4 is Mira.
Okay,
Mira choose Andre, right?
P4, I push it. I don't know what I'm doing.
It's Andre. You are Andre, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I should read it, but I can open it to see the view better.
I don't know what. Yeah, I also see it quite strange here. Something happened.
Okay.
Giovanni, did you?
Yeah, no.
Click on it.
I'm trying to. I don't know what happened with this card.
Oh.
I can't select it anymore. Okay, now it should be okay.
What happened? Okay, perfect. So Mira, can you read us Andre profile? Oh, who's moving the board? Okay. Mira. Mira or Ina. I see two Inas here.
Well, it's just one Ina. I don't know why there are two, but I have a problem. I can open in a big way to read it.
You just need to zoom in, maybe.
Yeah. Giovanni. Okay. Let's switch to the game. Oh, I can open in the mirror. Well, Andre, I choose Andre, right?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay, can you just open it to read it because I don't know why I'm not open it. Andre is a male, it's 43 years old, and together with his wife, he runs the cleaners shop in the local square and lives nearby. He is a Romanian citizen and lives in the country since 10 years. He has a 5-year-old son. Okay, no, it's not my future husband, Andre.
No.
No.
But do you like this profile?
A profile of maybe a friend of mine that he has started a new life with his wife and his son, and well, for 10 years they live in the country for 10 years. But they are Romanian now. Where they live?
Let's say they live in Durres.
Durres.
They say we are playing this game in Durres.
He is a Durres citizen right now.
Okay. Well, they have chosen the right city.
Or maybe Kawaya, as you are part of the Kawaya municipality.
Okay.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
We can finish this round with David. Who are you?
Yeah, I'm Daniel. I'm 17 years old. I'm still going to the high school. I just moved with my parents 2 years ago to Dures, and in my spare time I play football with friends in the local football pitch. Yeah.
Right.
Mhm.
So now we can start the second round, which is the design phase. I remind to you that the main objective of this project, of this collaborative project process, is is to revitalize an old industrial site in Dures, and we are focusing on youth or art, culture, and architecture. So now that as you can see in your player seat, you have 4 cards. 2 cards are functions, and the blue one, which could be function or activities that could be employed in this revitalized site. And the other 2 cards, the red one, are the methods or the approach or the strategies that you can use to reactivate this place. So from now on, from the 4 cards that you have there in your seat, you can choose 2 of them which you can think that are the most impactful for this project, and move them in the next 2 squares that you have in front of your seat.
Thank you, Giovanni. So Giovanni was saying the aim of this process we are about to start now is to think all together accordingly to our characters, which will be the actions and the approach that we would like to have when planning this, let's say, urban common together. In this case, we have this this nice draw of the Parkfabriken in Sweden. Let's say you have a similar industrial area in Dures. So think how would you design, if it was for your character, how your character would take action in this process. So which activity? Maybe Patrice, for example, Patrice, would she be more up for a community museum, or to have trainings and workshops, or to have an intergenerational approach? So this you have to choose, for example. Okay, 1 second with the dimension of the card, sorry. I will just, no.
What's going on here?
Community museum, please. Do not resize the cards. They just move it.
You can just zoom in to read better.
Bruno
Yes.
has decided on what he wants. He's very particular, and Bruno knows exactly what needs to be done as a police officer.
So tell us more, Bruno.
Okay, so look, I mean, obviously I know what I'm talking about as a police officer, because we know everything. First of all, I'd like a community garden. The reason is, for me, not because of the social cohesion or anything, but because I believe my son could get an employment opportunity or learn a new skill through the community garden, and perhaps that could help him find new ways or means of employment, as well as connect with the community in this way and support other businesses. Maybe he grows tomatoes and sells it to the bakery down the street or something, and that could help him kind of, establish a relationship with other businesses in the area. The second thing also is, co-management I would like, because I feel like I would like the community to be involved in being responsible for various tasks and being delegated to take on various tasks. And I think that through my police years, I've learned that the more people that you involve in the community, the more successful it is, and the more voices can be heard. So those are the 2 cards that I have played.
Thank you, Bruno. I'm sorry for the snooker table that won't be in the university side.
For now, we will see about that.
It can be added in a second moment, yeah, for sure.
Okay. So thank you, Bruno. One thing I'm seeing here, there's something going on here with this card. I see Patrice has chosen for trainings and workshops, but here something happened. I will try to resolve it, of course. Okay. Say now it's the right size. So, Ina, I think you wanted to move this card, the focus group, right? Ina?
Yes, I choose that card, focus group.
Okay, okay. Now it's placed in the with the right size, in the right place. So everything is right. Thank you for having shared these cards. So tell us how your character would design this space. So you have to choose training workshops and focus groups. Tell us why.
Well, as Patrice has her skills in being successful in her corporate, I think maybe for her experience or everything, she would be a good person in doing trainings and workshops. Maybe it will be the person who will give her experience about this. And I'm reading it. These provide necessary skills for effective activism. They may focus on more theoretical subjects, concepts, and methods, or more practical methods experimentation. So to have a successful corporate, I guess, and to build something even in Duras with the same experience that has Patrice, normally we should do trainings and workshops as we're doing, for example, right now. So this is one of my selections.
Okay, and what about the focus group?
A research technique where participants interact in a group interview and discuss proposed themes dealing with their affinities and their differences. The opinions expressed lead to consideration and reflection, which generate a rich debate that can contain important data. When you want to have a team to build something, even a project, you need to find the right persons in the team. And so the persons will be able to give the right expressions and the good ideas for choosing the best ways to present the product and to give the reaction about the group where in the end this product is going to be presented. We are trying to do something in order that the community or even a small group maybe should have the results. So
Okay.
This is the selection of the focus group.
Okay, I see. Thank you. Thank you. So player 3 is Floretta. Floretta, did you have a look at your cards? I can move them from you for you if you.
Yeah, we can do that for you.
If you have problems, just tell us which one would you select between recycle labs and seminar and conferences, and between participatory and adopting a space. You can choose one blue card and one red card.
Loretta,
you were here.
I don't think she's here anymore.
Okay. We can go to player 4, Andrei. Then we can go back to Floretta.
Yes.
Who was
Andrei? Are you here, Floretta, Ben?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Did you hear which part of the game are we? Now from your four cards, you have 2 blue cards and 2 red cards. The blue cards are the functions or the activities that you want to engage in this regenerate industrial sites, while the red card are the methods or the approach or the strategies that you want to use.
No, red. Yes, red one, because I'm political science. I'm not architecture or engineer. So let's choose strategic one.
Wait a second, Floretta. But you have to act as August. You know, you are a professor of urban planning. Don't forget this, just to tell you. And another thing was that you have to choose one blue card and one red card. You
red
can
card.
choose
Red card.
Yes, but which one of the red cards? Just one of these two. Which one?
Wait, let me see. Let me read, please. Participatory architecture, yes, but participatory. Let's.
Okay, okay, it's perfect for your character. And between recycle labs and seminar and conferences.
Or seminar conferences, maybe even these seminar conferences. Yes, even this makes sense. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so seminar conferences would be.
Okay, participatory architecture. Okay. Did you read the description of the card, Floretta?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, the participatory decision
Okay.
making. Yes, yes. I think
Okay.
I'm good on this.
Okay, okay. And you, okay, August is good on this, you mean?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Okay, I see. You see,
What about
August?
What about Patrice's friend, Andre?
Andre. So Andre choose excursion already and community cafe. So Andre.
Andre is still Ina.
Yeah, exactly.
Andre is Ina. Andre is Ina, of course. Andre, can you?
Ina, you want to tell us more? Do you have some ideas about the community cafes or the excursion that you want to attend?
Okay, I chose excursion. This activity can be seen as a visit to another territory in order to seek inspiration, to extend horizons, or simply learn from other experience, as already tested and implemented. Excursion could be participants to other abandoned buildings, cultural heritage sites, and industrial areas that could be revitalized. As Andrei is the person that came from, let's say, Romania, and maybe he can build an activity with his shop, giving inspiration, or maybe even combining best practices with Romanian style and Dura style. So
okay, okay.
Interesting.
I like the hybridization of ideas.
And the other card?
The other card is a community cafe.
Just open it a little to read it, please. Thank you. A meeting point where most of the cultural exchange takes place, exhibition, concerts with a strong social function. It accommodates people who spend long periods of time without consuming and secure jobs for the community. Well, definitely for Albanian, having a time enjoying a cafe is the best, let's say, time of enjoying it. And so if we can change a cafe, a normal cafe, with giving some more information to be more productive, and I think it will be better. So the time in during consuming the cafe and learning something would be great for the community.
Okay,
great.
thank you, Ina. Pretty inspiring.
Yeah.
And David, you're the last one that you want to tell us your card?
Yeah, sure. You know, I'm Daniel. I'm, 17 years old.
I called you David. It's my mistake. Sorry about that.
No worries, no worries. Yeah, but I play soccer or football after the school, but there's nothing much else to do in our neighborhood. So that's why I thought maybe a community cinema would be great. To go there with my friends and hang out maybe. And I also choose the membership card because I thought maybe it can motivate me to know to shop local, to use shops or activities in my neighborhood to bind me more in my neighborhood.
Okay,
perfect. Next card you choose is the membership card.
Yeah.
It's very connected with the community.
Exactly.
So we finished the second round. Now we are running into the co-design phase, which is the third round. And during this phase, now in the second round, we have selected 10 cards, and now collectively we have to discuss and choose wisely 5 cards from those 10 cards, which will be formed our project. So all together, we need to think which will be the 5 cards that will have the most impact on the regenerate place. And I remind you that we are focusing on regenerate an industrial site, focusing on youth or arts and cultural center.
We should select the cards that are in the circle or those that we put and read right now?
From those that we collectively selected,
okay,
and we put in the squares in the second stage.
Okay.
Each of you.
Like you see Yilmaz is doing now. Yilmaz, there is of course Bruno. Sorry.
Each of you has to select only one card, which can be either your cards or someone else's card, which you might think will be really impactful for the project.
And this part of the game aims to bring together all of your ideas, but choose just one of the 2 cards you selected, and we will see how they fit. If they don't fit, we can change it accordingly to how the project is being designed.
Can I say something as Bruno?
Yeah, you have to.
I mean, I have a problem here with Patrice. I mean, I don't understand much about this focus group stuff. It seems to me like it's just some fancy schmancy stuff. And I don't want this in my project. I don't see the point of focus groups or whatever. We're a community, are we not? Why are we doing these weird things?
Okay. A second, because but Patrice, she left the focus group actually now out of the final round. So maybe it will not bother you, Bruno. Patrice just left the focus group card in her place.
Okay, as Bruno, I'm very happy because I don't like this kind of fancy schmancy talk.
So for now, we are having community gardens, community cinema, training workshops, excursion, and I think we're still missing one card from Floreta to complete the whole picture here. Floreta, be with us. Maybe
missing another car. I have to choose another car.
Between the participatory architecture and the seminar and conferences, we have to choose one card that you think can fit these other cards here, because now we will start the...
Yes, participatory architecture, I think.
Perfect. So
yes, definitely participatory.
So now let's have a round all together. As Bruno was already saying, he has a clear idea in mind because he's Bruno, you know, he's a former policeman, he's a retired policeman. So Bruno, you choose your community gardens.
Yes.
Tell us again why and how this car, how this idea that you have in mind can fit with the other.
I mean, I'm gonna be honest. I know this is an industrial site and all that, but food is important for me and my family, and I would love to have some locally grown food. I also think that creating a garden and getting the youth involved and other youngsters involved in this could help teach them new skills, which hopefully in the future could be transferable to new jobs and help rejuvenate and regenerate our community. So because of that, that's why I chose community gardens.
And Bruno, do you see a connection within the other 4 cards that are in the circle?
I do. I see. I mean, the trainings and workshops. We could also have trainings on how to grow tomatoes or how to best plant, various crops together. The community cinema. I mean, it's great that the youth are hanging out at the cinema, and we can also have a garden next to it, maybe, so that they could also do gardening and watch movies, and have them kind of use cinema as a way into a more natural lifestyle or growing their own food and appreciating the value of naturally grown foods. And so those are the 2 things that I see the connection with.
Okay, thanks, Bruno. And Ina or Andrei, do you see a connection within these cards? Do you want to tell us your opinion and your connection among the cards and what can come out from this project?
Well, definitely I see connections, maybe a little bit not more with participatory architecture, or if I think in my mind we have a neighborhood and we have put everything maybe in a building that it will be used like building that have gardens for the community who can revitalize the plants or know about the gardens manners. For the young people of the neighborhood who will have cinema, maybe a conference, maybe a hall with trainings and workshops where each of these departments can make trainings and workshops when the need is obviously for each of them. Participatory architecture, if we bring the new architects maybe, but for rebuilding or redesigning, yeah, it could make the sense. For example, the architecture can give ideas how to build a garden, for example, in a strange and different way.
Yeah, that's a nice idea.
Yeah.
I see something lacking in excursion. Do you guys think that
No, I would change it. I would put community cafe.
It sounds better, right?
Yeah, with this it sounds better.
And it can also be easily see a connection within the cafe and the community gardens. What do you think, Bruno?
I think that's a great idea. I like it. I like that there's a cinema, there's a cafe, there's a community garden. So the community, the youngsters, the old people, we can all get together. We could pass on experiences and entertain ourselves while learning. So all of that, I think, goes together. It goes well. It also goes well with the training and workshops, I feel, because we can have different workshops on these various themes that could benefit the community.
Well, if Loretta changed, we can put all the blue cards and it will be maybe more better fit. It's a community, even the
Yeah, but they don't have to be all blue. Don't worry. No, it's actually, if they were more mixed, it would be better actually, but you don't have to. We just want to design all this together. There's no rule about this. I think there should be an approach, at least, of course, because I mean, we want to build all of this, but how? No, let's see the records as a tool to realize all of this, and of course, I see participatory architecture here would make actually sense because it's all about designing a community.
And also, I think that the architects that we will bring together can design a greenhouse that we can use also inside the building, and doing a community garden inside the building.
This is perfect because, as Bruno was saying, that
would be awesome.
There's no the space here. So yeah, but August, can you tell us something about your profile? August was a urban planning professor at the university. Yes. So how does a professor look? How would you approach all of this project? Do you see that your ideas could match all of this perfectly or not? I think you have a good chance to be actually a leader somehow.
Yes.
So where would you play with participatory architecture here?
Sorry, because we are a lot of people in the office. Could you repeat the question, please?
Yes. No. So basically, how is your character working in this project? Because you choose participatory architecture. How?
As long as August is good in participatory process, participatory planning, it means that you have to be good on involving public or is kind of focus group meetings in order to exchange ideas on planning issues.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I think this, and as long as he is a professor, he can invite a lot of students or researchers that are interested in planning or architecture field. So always I think it's good to have the idea of and the recommendation or the opinion of Bona, the idea of the persons that are sorry.
Don't worry.
So in this case, if you have a recommendation of the idea and the voice of stakeholders is very important. This stakeholder might be a beneficiary too of this industrial investment. And always, as on my opinion, that the European Union always have this kind of directive on public participation in the decision-making process. So I think that this is a very crucial part of this investment and this project.
Thank you, Augusta. You, as I was thinking, you had a clear view of the whole project. Maybe Daniel, did you tell us about your interaction here or not? Sorry, I see a lot of ideas coming.
Yeah, I mean, all the cards sound, for me as a youngster, sounds very great. I mean, if we could combine, you know, community gardens, community cinema, and workshops and a community cafe, it sounds like a great, you know, gathering point for me and my friends to hang out and to have something, you know, useful to do after school maybe. And also in the side of participatory architecture, if we also get a saying as you know, the youth, and they also have, you know, listen to us, to our needs, then I think it would be great. Yeah, sounds very good to me.
Okay. So of course, what comes out of these cars is there's a lot of community building here. There's really a lot of activities, and also the approach that we have chosen. The aim of all of this, as our youngster Daniel was saying, is to have a community, and we all will benefit from it. So through these cards, now you have built not only it will be not only a project for your urban commons here, this industrial side, but also for your community, as you see, because you have gardens, cinema, cafe, workshop, and participatory architecture. So after having shared all of our ideas, now that as we were just 5 people, there were not so many conflicts, and this is something I was not expecting. Actually, you were all agreeing on the importance of community in this process. So I don't know if Giovanni wants to add something, but I will move from here to the next to the final round. That is just we have to choose one of the players, then 1, 2 that feels up to present the project that all the 5 players have designed. So we just need to choose one people that would like to introduce this project and say like a sum up of all the ideas here. I would like to have someone from the rest. So Patrice maybe, or Daniel, or sorry, or Auguste, or Andre. I would like to have between Andre, Patrice, and Auguste.
Well, meanwhile, Patrice is the only lady. Let's choose Patrice.
I like this.
Yeah, just try to sum up, to try to link,
Your power.
try to
Yes,
link all these 5 cards in one brief pitch and storyline.
Yeah, together with different peoples with very good background on their back, it would be a nice project with which would start it in finding the right place to build this little small communities. And after finding the place that it would be maybe in a neighborhood to revitalize a little the neighborhood, it will start a good connection with the team of the architectures to put the ideas that we have to build a garden factory, maybe a cinema and a cafe place, which involves not only cafes, but even to read books or to have even other things to do. And after designing these ideas, by choosing first the place, designing ideas, having trainings and workshop with the staff that will manage these kind of places, and then we'll get the work in rebuilding the gardens, the cinema, and the cafe.
Okay. Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Patrice. Yeah, Patrice, going back to her character, she's a manager, so I see this is why she took the lead here in this process. Yeah. So we are back to Zoom. I left Miro already, so you can all just come back to Zoom. So the interaction we had here, wanted to create like a brainstorming or a interaction of various ideas of the different players performing here today, and it worked out quite easily. As I said, I was expecting Bruno to be more demanding to to deal with, but at the end Bruno was, I mean, he knows a lot, but he also wants the good of the whole community. So at the end, he was a good guy.
Yeah, I think so. I think it was a great. Thank you guys for this. It was a great game. I wish there were more local participants involved. I wish we could have had more of the local people, but everybody followed, and that's what's important. Everybody saw, I guess, how the different stakeholders come together, what different experiences are involved, expectations are involved, what people from different backgrounds expect from different projects, and what the conflicts could very well be, you know, because a big part of projects like this is not just creating, but it's also resolving the conflicts and giving everybody a voice, you know, so that they hopefully can be involved in the project. Normally, of course, if you play this game a bit longer, that's where the conflicts arise and you get more into detail, but we didn't have time for that. I thought it was quite beneficial. Are there any comments, remarks, thoughts as we end today's session? Has the people locally, especially in Dures, has this benefited you? Has this given you a fresh perspective? Did you enjoy the game? We'd love to hear some feedback.
And if you see a project like this in your city also.
I would thank Jorge for this nice game, because it's let's say give us a little more enjoying the workshop together. And I found it very interesting, because in the way that we had each of us in the mind of putting some cards together, those cards, maybe if we structure it a little better, it could be even a good project. Let's say for Dures, I think it would be very interesting if we have a project like it. For example, in Dures we don't have cinema. So for garden, they are private gardens. Not all the neighborhoods are having their houses, plants in their homes, in their balconies. But it would be very interesting if we have that each of them have a small garden, and could contribute there. I thought that cafe we have a lot, but cafe just for consuming cafe, not doing something interesting more in that. And really I enjoy it, and I think that with games like that we could come very interesting projects in common.
Great, thank you. Yes, that's true. And, oftentimes there's also other solutions that could be interjected. It could be that if we're focusing on the cafe, for instance, Bruno could say, hey, why don't we have a cinema in the cafe that projects films all the time, and the youngsters can just sit there and they don't have to buy, etc. So, there's always other components that can come into every suggestion. Bahanur, I'd like to get your opinion as the expert in this case here. What did you think overall, and do you have any feedback for Durez in going forward?
I think it would be just much more fun to play it with real cards. That's all. And if we could really play longer. I have the feeling it's the ideas were new, and also the roles. We could, of course, adapt the whole game and the procedure more to the real situation. But I think as a starter, and yeah, I had the impression it was good and useful. Hopefully, we will see what comes out. Thank you for preparing this game and for being ready to jump in something new, Miro, and all those technical issues and so on. So I think for us it's also interesting to see the borders of the digital world, but also I think the game was prepared with a mindset that has already requires already a little bit knowledge, and I think that was also new for you, like this participatory planning and all those terms. I think is a little bit new for you, but yeah, I hope this is useful for you, and we can play this game also in real and set up something, a commons ground for you. Either it's a cinema or a garden, or maybe a voluntary police station for you, Yumas.
Bruno.
Yeah. Bruno's. Oh, I'm so sorry. How could I forget that? It was very useful to watch you and to understand with our experience where to build on, which knowledge exists. And yeah, I think we learned also quite a lot. I don't know what Jorge and Giovanni say, and David. I think it was very useful, and tells a little bit the dynamics, and real world games are not much more different than that.
True, thank you, Bahanur. Of
Thank
course,
you.
also for us, it's always about learning. I mean, seeing how the different ideas or different characters are performed. For example, I wouldn't have choose a community garden in a industrial site, but of course, with you have no limits to design. If you have if you plan with the participatory architecture, maybe you will find a way to design a greenhouse or some other activities, even in an industrial site. So, for example, this and other ideas always teach you something. It's always nice to play and to have this. Just for now, it was a very basic game with this card, but it has already a good potential to make people think and interact, as also Ina was saying. So this is for me. Thank you.
Great. How about from the municipality and other people involved with the local administration or stakeholders, journalists?
I think Mirjana tries to say something.
Yes, I'd love to hear.
Hello. It's so nice to see how the people play this game. It's so interesting, but sorry, now I come again because I have problem with connection. So this is why it looks like I want to say something. Thank you.
Thank you. Anybody else want to add anything then? If not, we can wrap it up. It's been full over an hour. I'll count down in my mind so to not pressure anyone. All right, I guess that's all she wrote then. Thank you very much for this for this interesting experience. Hopefully, first of all, I hope that we can build on it for future projects and future endeavors. I hope we can come there one day and see in person what's going on in the field. It was very difficult and challenging, to be honest, for us from afar to try to understand the local dynamics and what the needs are, and even where the location is or what's going on and all that stuff. So we hope that we've been able to shed a light. At least we've been able to pass on some knowledge and some information, which we will create in the form of a publication as well, which will be accessible. And I hope we can continue to develop this project further with future steps. That's it from our end, I guess. If there's nothing else anybody else wants to add, I would like to thank you all for taking part in this. Okay, well, have a great rest of the day. Thank you then.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank
Bye,
you.
everyone.
Bye.
Thank you,
Bye.
Vienna. Thank you, Milano. Ciao, Milano.